Hi guys, how do we commune with spirits? This is a topic for today. And how do we remove our subconscious blockages that we have identified after interpreting our dreams either through tarot or channeling directly from ascended masters or spirit guides? We'll be able to see the subconscious blockages. Now, how do we commune with spirits and understand what are the subconscious blockages that we have? Now, there are people for smoothening the edges within the society they live in. They entangle themselves with various kind of addictions. It could be overdoing anything that you like say for example, if a person goes to the gym, if he does that more than what is sufficient for his body, then that will become an addiction for him. Yesterday I was seeing a person who was feeling very difficult to walk while shopping something in a supermarket, and I asked him what happened to your leg. Then he told me he was working out heavily in the gym, and you can't heal those kind of issues because he is only making others' lives difficult by showing that he is not able to walk. Whereas this is simply a matter of him overloading himself with his personal burdens by working out on the gym. Now there are people who go for shopping chimeras, and what will happen is your life force energy will get sucked up. Your spiritual energy is something that you need to commune with the spirit to always maintain the spiritual energy within yourselves. That is the life force energy, and if that life force energy is sucked up for addictions or for smoothing the edges of communicating or living in a society to adapt to the society, what people does is they go for alcohol or other substances, and eventually your life force energy will get sucked up. And we are people who are, when connected to the spiritual nature of our being, then unless we are open to our own psychic gifts, which is something that everyone has, for example, clairsentience is something that if most people would be living it just because they don't know whether that clairsentience is something that comes to them as a pricking in their skin when someone else crosses their path or their aura. Just because of ignorance, people will leave that casually and leave other things to unfold to them. And most of them, what they do in this kind of a lockdown is they try doing meditations like vipassana meditation or kriya yoga, or even the isha kriya. No matter whatever meditation we do, no matter whatever mudras we do, no matter whatever mantras we chant, I, being myself born as a believer of Hindu religious faith, we don't do that repeatedly, because a mantra is not something that always come as something in Sanskrit to chant only to deities that you are currently incarnated or linked or associated with. A mantra is something even a football coach can uh, chant to you while practicing a rehearsal of a football match. It is something like it is something like a wake up mantra which you always tell as affirmation in your mind when you wake up from the bed, to get out of the bed and start going on your own to do things that you want to do in life. Now, there are things that we can do with sound or light, because we are actually multidimensional beings who are originated from stars. We are nothing but particles of photon energy, or particles that are made up of stars. And with sound energy or light energy, we can heal many of these issues which we face as blockages or as shadows. Now, yesterday I was showing you how to find the subconscious blockages using tarot or by interpreting your dreams. In order to understand what the dreams were conveying, we had used tarot as a channel to understand it. But if you are communing with spirit on your own, you will be able to identify the subconscious blockages that you have. Now, no, what I was saying was, there are ways by which people do meditation, like Vipassana meditation or Isha Kriya or Kriya Yoga meditation. If you do continuously, it will help you connect to your higher self and to the spirit realms. And we have to understand that we are multidimensional beings, and we'll be able to connect to our multidimensionality only by accessing our psychic gifts. But if you are covering that up with addictions or overuse of anything which is called as an addiction, even overworking is an addiction sometimes. Continuously working with the internet is an addiction. Doing excessive shopping cameras is an addiction. It will suck your life force energy out of you. And we if we are originated, if we believe in the philosophy that we are all coming from stars, then your life force energy will sucked up and you will be wiped out of the planet if you do spend on these addictions too much. Now, in order to come back to our own authentic self and to connect with the universal creator within yourself, you can do any of these mantras, mudras, or healing using sound or light. Because what I feel is, even though the star system which are away from Earth, like Arcturus, Sirius, or Orion star systems, when we communicate to them by using sound or light, the communication will be faster. That is the multidimensionality of ourselves. Now, no matter whatever we do, unless we are open to our own senses, like clairsentience is a gift that everyone may be having, because the clairsentience is an ability to feel others, feel the energy of others. While you are lying down or sitting somewhere, it might come as a prick on your skin. But the problem with people is that they don't understand that that is a specific gift they have. Clairaudient messages come to people's ears often, but if they listen to it only, they'll be able to open to that. And for that, the first thing that they need to do is to connect to their intuition. And in order to activate these gifts, psychic gifts, we can use singing bowls for healing ourselves. We can use mantras, we can chant mantras. There are a lot of Sanskrit mantras we can chant for relieving or alleviating pain we have. Or we can use mudras. There are a lot of mudras associated with the Hindu faith itself, which we can use for healing yourself out of emotional pain or trauma. But then the ultimate thing is that we should be able to connect to our own psychic gifts to be able to understand the authenticity of who we are and what we are supposed to do in the planet. And in order to do that, we need to identify whether we have any subconscious labels or archetypes that we follow. I think I have taken a session about what subconscious archetypes and labels are, and how do we clear those subconscious labels. Now, when it comes to subconscious blockages, or they are also called as shadows, because shadow work will come as an important topic for everyone that have a feeling of emotional loss, or suppose they have a pain body within the subconscious. No matter in whatever circumstances they are living in, if they are not able to feel as a whole or complete, or simply enjoy the uh, moments that are presented to themselves in their daily lives, and enjoying the now, the moment of now, if they are unable to do that, then that definitely throws up a question to check on whether they are having any subconscious blockages. And these subconscious blockages could be uh, pain bodies in their subconscious, which would make them think that, okay, because of this person I am not able to pursue something that I wanted to do, or always this kind of questioning beliefs will come. And this, then that is called as a pain body or a subconscious blockage. Now, while we were doing the dream interpretation, I was talking about certain blockages that comes into your mind as subconscious recall dreams. And these are because you basically don't want to go to school, or you don't want to go to work because you are facing some block there. And I am not talking about uh, that. That could be simply because there is a reason to sort out in your work life, or in your school life. This, what I am talking about right now, is a subconscious block, which could be because you have a partner which doesn't allow you to do a particular thing, or you have a parent who doesn't allow you to uh, uh, go for a particular dream or wish that you wanted to pursue in life. Or it could be something that you will be having family members, or relatives, or relationships who is not permitting you to live the way you wanted. This is nothing but a subconscious block, or a block in the belief system, which those people are not supposed to be blamed. Basically, the first thing is that they are not the ones to be blamed of. It is you that is causing the subconscious blockage. And that will only happen when you realize that you are supposed to connect to your own intuition and your own uh, subconscious, by connecting to the creator within you. Now, what people does is, instead of focusing on what your spirit wants, instead of communing with your own spirit, or your own spirit guides, or angels, or deities. There are several deities in Hinduism, whom if you have faith in, if you invoke them, they'll be able to come out and help you find the truth. Suppose you have a negative entity that is attached to you from astral realms or from your past lives, and you want to get clear of those negative entities which is causing havoc in your life, or it's creating a pain body in your life simply because of a past life trauma. There are people who are unable to pursue a life that they dreamt of, but it remains as a emotional block or a pain body in their subconscious mind. Basically, it could be also because of past life programming or subconscious programming. It could be a question of belief system also. It could be coming from the ancestral patterns also, but it could be also coming from the past lives also. But the easiest way to identify that is to see whether you have this situation of a shadow that you need to face every day, that you are questioning that, okay, this, if this person was not like this, then I would have been able to pursue like my own wishes or dreams. That is simply an example of a subconscious blockage, and it is nobody else that needs to be blamed of, but only you are supposed to take blame of the blockage. And that is something which you will understand only when you commune with your spirit. Instead of communing with the spirit, what people does is, they go for addictions, they go for shopping addictions, they go for gym addictions, they go for work addictions, they go for alcohol addictions, they go to any addictions that will help them smoothen their edges to communicate and behave well with the society they live in. but they never focus on finding out what is their authentic true self, what their intuition is telling them to do, and what the spirit guides are communing with them. And in order to commune with your own spirit, the only thing that will help you in life is by bringing awareness, is by raising your awareness. And by raising awareness, you are actually raising the consciousness of the planet also. And you can only raise your awareness by improving your psychic abilities and gifts that you might have. There might be people who might be having clairaudience, which is the psychic sense of hearing. They could be having clairgustance, the psychic sense of smelling. They could be having clairalience, that is a psychic sense of tasting. They could be having clairsentience, that's a psychic sense of feeling. Like they could be having clairvoyance, the psychic sense of seeing things. And they could be having claircognizance, the psychic sense of knowing things. Unless you commune with your spirit and open your intuition to your psychic abilities by improving your awareness, you will not be able to achieve multidimensionality and live a wholesome life without going for any of these addictions or things that cover up your astral body with negative entities. Mostly negative entity attachments or astral entities get connected to the spirit when we use alcohol or drugs. What happens is, it will be easy for these entities to get attached to the aura of the body. What people does unconsciously is that they are covering up their aura with these toxic entities who will continue them to lead a life that they don't want to lead. And one day they will have this blockage or questioning coming to their mind that, okay, because of this person I am not able to do this in life which I always want to do. If you had a faith in yourself that you want to do certain things in life, then you would have woken up by chanting a wake up mantra, like the one I said about a few minutes back. And you would have started the day by wanting to live in the now and fulfilling your wishes and desires every day, each moment, and live in the moment, and being able to access your multidimensionality, and use your awareness as a platform to leverage your gifts. And unless you are connected to your intuition and psychic gifts, there is no one step retreat or a one stop medicine to remove all these negative subconscious blockages or subconscious programming, which could come also from past life, or it could be coming from your belief systems on, or from your ancestral patterns. We can help you clear the subconscious labels or archetypes that you may have from other lifetimes or from the current lifetime. It could be something related to, okay, your profession you are following. You would be, say for example, an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or a businessman. You will not be able to move away from those labels basically. And that is easy. Relatively it's easy for us to reprogram your subconscious by clearing your subconscious labels and eliminating those beliefs that is written to you or programmed to you by the society basically, so that you are only supposed to live in a particular way in the 3D, in the third dimension. But the ultimate objective of everyone should be to achieve the fourth density or the 5D consciousness without using any of these drugs, alcohol, or any of these substances, or by eliminating all gambling, shopping, overworking addictions. And if you are able to commune and connect with your spirit, you can directly get the help of your own spirit guides and open up your intuition towards your psychic abilities and connect to angels and ascended masters in the higher dimensions and it could be starting by living in close contact with trees, animals, and even crystals, which are higher dimensional than 5D. Thank you.